How did I rehearse this in the shower? Hey guys! I just realized that I don't have a proper intro, and I think it's gonna be like this for a very long time. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm kind of awkward with these videos in the beginning, so I'm just gonna dive right into the video. I have my tea, surprisingly, and I will make my cold brew for coffee, so it will be interesting to see how it goes. So on my Instagram, I asked about whether or not to do a reel or a YouTube video based on my experience during my first photo shoot, and honestly it was kind of like a 50-50 type of situation, and I decided that I'll just do the YouTube video because why not? When I give myself more work. I have never done one before, and I guess there's always a first time for everything. And this photo shoot, I don't know, I want to say that it went according to plan, but it didn't really. Let me just start from the beginning, okay? So one day I was sitting at my desk and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of having my face on my Instagram the whole entire time, because it was mostly like self-portraits. I could never find anybody. Not I could never find, I just didn't make the effort to find somebody, mainly because I wasn't prepared to kind of go through like the social anxiety or whatever. I was like, no, you know, I don't want to go through that. And so I was like, you know what, I think it's time that we look for somebody and we plan an entire shoot. I thought that it was time that we go a little bit out of my comfort zone and kind of put myself out there and just to kind of experience it. I was scared. I think I was like fine finding a model, finding somebody that would be wanting to help me out taking photos. The way I found a model was I went onto Instagram and I just kept on searching people. Like it first started off with people that I was following, and then I went to their tags, and whoever had like a public account, I would go on there and I would look at their tags and I would just find, you know, I'd just repeat the process. And for some reason I kept on picking people between the ages 18 and 24, just because I didn't feel too comfortable taking pictures of people older than me. Like I did like about 20, 25 and up. It kind of like freaked me out. I don't know, it was just something about like those ages that I just didn't want to do. Skip to when I found a model. I DM'd her and we were talking, and eventually we exchanged numbers and I texted her and stuff, and I was like, listen, I think I want to do a shoot here at Balcony Manor. It would be cool. Let's chat later in the week. And she was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Cool. I didn't have like a set date or a set time on when I wanted the shoot to happen, because I also wanted a makeup artist. I was super nervous, and when I say super nervous, I mean extremely nervous. When I say that I did not want to find a makeup artist, I needed one to kind of take my ideas and bring it to life. I can't do makeup for other people. I can do my own makeup, yeah, but for other people I cannot. So I needed a makeup artist, and so I started searching for makeup artists. I looked on Facebook and Instagram, those are my two apps that I look for people, and I found Shelly. I'll just put her tag here, Shelly Q Makeup. She is amazing, super sweet, really talented, and just amazing. I was very nervous to message Shelly and be like, hey, would you be able to help me? I am working on no budget, but like, can you help me? But you know what, she was really polite, very nice, kind, and she was willing to help me. And after that, I don't know, like confidence just like grew in me. I was like, oh cool, this is really happening. I didn't think this entire plan would work out, because most of the plans that I come up with, they don't work. So when Shelly said that she'd help me out, I was excited. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna happen, right? Skip to the day before the shoot. I was supposed to shoot on a Friday. During the course of that entire week, I was communicating with the model and the makeup artist, and was like, okay, we set for this day, and even like a week prior to that specific week, I had a mood board created on Milanote, and I converted it into a PDF and I sent it to the model, and I was like, this is the kind of vibe we're going for. I'll insert the mood board here. And she was like, oh, this is kind of cool, and I was like, thank you. Thanks for that. It kind of made me feel good. It made me feel real good. Now a day before the shoot, it was supposed to be a Friday, and I phoned the place and I'm like,
Hey, we said?
and they're like, and I was like, why? And they tell me that, listen, because it was like a no budget kind of thing, they had to give my spot away. And I was like, you know what, cool, no problem. It was not cool. It was not okay. I started freaking out. I was like, you know what, everything's falling apart. I think I cried at some point. I just really wanted to shoot on that Friday. I mean, that Friday rolled around, I got dressed, I had my gear done, like all set up. So after that phone call, I texted my makeup artist and I was like, dude, it's not happening. And she was like, no, I think we can still save the day. And I was like, okay. She said she's gonna help me find a venue. She's gonna call around, maybe we could use another photographer's studio and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, lifesaver. And she phoned around, she found a place. We were waiting for confirmation, and unfortunately that day we couldn't shoot, so the entire thing was cancelled. And honestly, I was like super bummed out. I was like upset about it, but I didn't like really let it get to my head. I was like, you know what, it's okay. It's the universe trying to say that, hey, it wasn't supposed to happen today. We're gonna give you more time, and the following week you can do it. Eventually I was like, okay, you know what, it's okay. It seems that my camera's constantly cutting off the footage, but it's fine. You know what, it's okay. Another time. And so I got hold of the model and I was like, listen, it's not happening today. And she was like, no, it's cool, maybe next week. And I was like, maybe we could reschedule for next week Saturday. I think it will be easier, might be better that way. And she was like, cool, no probs. My makeup artist, she managed to find a venue, still a one-in guest house. It's super pretty there. It's really big, really nice, very outdoorsy, a lot of greenery. Odin decided to say hi. Say hi, Odin. Say hi. Yeah, so we got still a one-in guest house and we scheduled for Saturday. It felt like my days got like brighter, like more sunnier, and I was like, okay, cool, things are finally working out. Until I messaged my model and I was like, hey, I was so on for tomorrow, and she was like, I don't think so. And I was like, why? She said that she probably has an interview the next day. I was very understanding. I was like, cool. I didn't get a response for that entire day and I was starting to freak out. Like, I was a mess. So I was like, you know what? I gotta phone my friend and hope that she'd be able to help me out. She wasn't picking up the phone. I sent texts, I called her brother, I called her other brother who's not even in the country. And eventually I phoned her mom and I was like, listen, I really need your daughter, get her on the phone. And I spoke to her. She was super chill about it. She was like, yeah, I'll help you, cool. Tomorrow? Okay, cool. I'll just text you like what I have and you can tell me if it's good enough. And I was like, thank you so much, lifesaver. There's a lot of lifesavers in this video. Before I phoned my friend, I told my makeup artist that I needed a model, and she was like, yeah, sure, I'll get you one. And she found a model whose birthday was on the day as well. And I was like, okay. When it's people's birthdays, I feel pressured to be extra nice and extra like hospitable and all of that. So I felt a lot of pressure when I found out it's birthday. Then she sent me her pictures and I was like, no problem, I can work with her. I mentally prepared for my friend to be like, she can't help me. When she said she could, I was like, shit. Now I have two models, what am I going to do? I messaged my makeup artist and I was like, dilemma? And she was like, no dilemma. On the inside I was like, no, I can't. But on the outside I was like really typing like, sure, no problem, I can work with two models. Now come the day, I wake up at I think 6, which means I was only running on like I think 3 or 4 hours of sleep because I slept really late that night. I'm running around the house, I'm prepared, like I'm just gathering everything. I'm packing bags. I think I packed about 3 or 4 bags filled with clothes, props, my camera gear. My brain was so like, dear my god, I didn't pack food or drinks, nothing. Shelly, she managed to book the place for 1 hour. It's like everybody was late. I got there at I think a little bit past 1 because we scheduled for 1 until 2, and it was only me and my friend who was at the venue. I started taking pictures, I familiarized myself with the place, the model as well, my friend as well. There was no sign of the second model. Where is she? At some point I was like, I don't think she's coming, so I made peace with it. We get to the end of the shoot with my friend in one outfit, in the first outfit, and the second model comes in. I start freaking out. My friend, she was like, you need to calm down. Most of the shoots I've done for people were mainly like family members or friends, so those are people that I'm like familiar with, like I know them personally. But when it comes to people that I don't know, I tend to freak out. It's as though like everything I had planned in my head just went all out. Gone. I just wrapped up the shoot, the session I was doing with my friend. The next model comes in and it was so awkward. The fact that it was her birthday slipped out of my mind. My friend was the one who was like, oh, happy birthday. And I was like, yeah, happy birthday. The first set of photos didn't come out great. It wasn't the best. But the second set of photos that we took when she was in the red dress that she had on, it came out perfect. It was chef's kiss. Absolutely brilliant pictures. I had her sit on the floor, I had her play Jumanji, I had like a telephone, I had like little props like a disco ball as well. I'm extremely happy with the pictures. First set though is, I don't really like it. I didn't send it to them because it's not nice, it doesn't look good, it didn't carry out its potential or anything. Guess what my camera did? Yes, my camera did turn off again. I was getting like tips and tricks from like Jessica Kabesi and like other photographers that I found on Instagram and Facebook, and they were very helpful. It's just me that makes situations awkward. Definitely working on that. The second lot of pictures that I took with the second model came out way better than the first one. I did make my peace with the fact that the first set of pictures that you take at every session, every photo shoot that you do is never going to come out the way that you want it until you continue. I kind of wanted to edit them in a way that Vogue does, but I am happy the way that they came out. I learned that the flash is my bestie. The lighting here, kind of bad. The sun is like coming and going. I think like when I got home, I immediately went to my phone and I created like a new note of things that I learned today and do's and don'ts. I don't want them to feel like they chose the wrong person to take their pictures. If you have a vision, I have a vision of my own as well. We can communicate about it. We can bring ideas to life. Create like a whole board on Pinterest. I felt a little bit confident like after the whole entire thing was done. If you want, I can take you metric for more photos. How fun. You guys can check out some of the photos at my Instagram, Livila Photography. I'm trying to be a little more active there. Give me a follow, share my stuff, like it, comment if you want. Let me know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Yeah, that was my experience with my first photo shoot that actually happened. I'm thinking of planning another shoot. We'll see. I just want to say a big thank you to Shelly Q Makeup. Yeah, and I want to say a big thank you to my friend. And thanks to Still of One and Guest House for letting me use the place. It was really beautiful there. Thanks for watching and listening to my story. Give Shelly Q Makeup a follow. Give my photography page a follow. And DNA. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah, and bye.